Football Power Hour.
Yeah. Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to the Football Power Hour. I did not do a sound check. I hope the sound is sounding. If not, it is what it is. It is what it is.
It is what it is. It is what it is.
Today, this morning, we start the show off a little early because that was my alarm to make sure that we're streaming right now because I have a packed day in my work today, so I had to get up a little earlier to be able to just talk about what is going on today. And what is going on today? Well, Erik Ten Hag's second part of this press conference was released a few hours ago, and we'll talk a little bit about that because he has the opportunity to describe his game model. A very, very important topic, especially because us Manchester United fans have been there's been a lot of us that, especially last season, that we're asking, what is our identity? What is our model? Because there is the things that we saw on the pitch and the things that the manager wants to do. And we're going to talk about that. And we're going to talk about some shocking news. AZ, American rapper, is poised to buy Everton Football Club.
Oh my God!
Yeah, Jay-Z, the rapper. The guy, he owns obviously Rock Nation, and he owns a couple. He's very much a big fan of sport, and I think has ambitions to extend his reign into owning a football team, or from his perspective, a soccer team. So we're going to talk about that and what that means. My name is Botswana Papi. This is the Football Power Hour. Let's get it going. Shout out to you for being here. Yeah, the first things first, I think we should start with Jay-Z and tell him, I don't know if somebody should tell him, actually, that Everton Football Club, owning Everton Football Club, Everton have this way of just finding themselves in the news. Okay, on paper, first of all, I guess let's maybe first of all start from Jay-Z's perspective. And actually, let's just start with the report that I saw, because there's numerous reports. It's not just one media outlet that has been talking about this. And the first little blurb about it reads like this, Jay-Z linked with shock takeover attempt of Premier League club as rapper's stunning net worth revealed. The 50-year-old, who can stake a genuine claim to become the greatest rapper of all time, is also a hugely successful businessman. The musician, real name Sean Jay-Z Carter, has amassed an estimated fortune of around $2 billion thanks to his music career, sponsorship deals, and investments. He's a well-known sports fan and founded management firm Rock Nation Sports in 2013, while he also previously owned a stake in NBA team the Brooklyn Nets before selling it that same year. So Jay-Z is also a keen football fan and has previously revealed himself to be an Arsenal supporter.
Oh my
Get
God!
out of here, man. This part I did not know. I don't like his music anymore. Jay-Z is an Arsenal supporter? I did not know this. When Thierry Henry was at the club, I saw him play and I just thought he was an amazing player, Jay-Z said back in 2010. Ever since then, I've been a big fan of the club, following you guys, and still today you play the beautiful football that Thierry did. I think he had a real long-term effect on the team. At the time, Jay-Z left the door open for potential investment in a Premier League club. I'm a businessman and I always look at an opportunity, and if it feels right, great. I don't know a lot about the business of soccer, but in the future, if the right opportunity presented itself, then who knows? Well, let's look at this opportunity as probably how it's been sold to Jay-Z. You see, Everton Football Club, they're not Spurs. They're not like um, serial bottlers. They actually have some heritage. They're nine-time English champion. They've won the English Super Cup 9 times. They've won the FA Cup 5 times. The English second-tier champion 1 time, and also the cup winners of in 90 wait 19 oh my goodness, these accolades date back to the 80s. Some of them are really, and some of them to the 70s and 60s. So honestly, when you take a quick look at the Everton trophy cabinet, you could feel like, you know what? As Jay-Z, I want to help this team resurrect itself. That's probably how the business presentation went. And they're like, well, we have this historically good club, and they have won things. And Jay-Z, do you see yourself as the owner to be able to bring them back to the top? And I don't know if anybody should tell him that, it's not a good look. It's not a good look. Well, there were a bigger club in the 80s, says Kenny Fan TV. At the end of the day, who's to say that he can't put in the right investments and put in the right people, and help them, rise to the top. But at the same time, it's like, man, Everton of all teams, I would have gone for, like, if I was Jay-Z, I would have gone for, say, Brighton, you know, or um I mean, Nottingham Forest has a huge football heritage as well. So it's kind of like an interesting question. Like, if you had the money right now, who would you buy, as a Premier League club? Jay-Z, first of all, some context, he's one of my favorite rappers of all time, and I feel like I would have been excited by the prospect of him being mentioned, when the takeover was happening, where they could have been Qatari, Sergeant Ratcliffe, or Jay-Z. Oh man, I would have been saying, oh Jigga. Like, I'm a big like, I like Jay-Z so much that I would have been excited by him being a manager. I mean, being the owner, pardon me, of Manchester United. But I think we went with the right choice, going with Sir Jim Ratcliffe. In hindsight, it looks like Sir Jim Ratcliffe has at least the ability to say, you know what, let's get the right people, let's get the experts to really come and help resurrect Manchester United, because we have been on a decline. So, good luck to Jay-Z, good luck to Rock Nation Sports, and yeah, I hope they get relegated. Honestly, Manchester is Red says Jay-Z is one of my favorite rappers in the 90s and 2000s. Jay-Z would not own Everton; he would be an investor, right? I mean, Yale, depending on how much of his stake he would be investing. I think if you invest a lot and buy shares in there, then you probably have a co-owner. So who knows how much he's willing to invest, and how much he's interested in actually being, part of the decision making of, like, the ownership. That's a very, very, very open-ended question right now, but this is what the reports are saying, Yale. You imagine Jay-Z, the Niger boy. Is Jay-Z a Niger boy, says Kenny Fan TV? Nah, 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 nah. Shout out to Riley Taylor. Obviously, I will open the lines in a moment, but I just wanted to just mainly talk about this news that really, really, really shocked me this morning. I saw them late last night, actually, and I was like, wait, what? More than 5 outlets are talking about this? Jay-Z, like, if not just like, tabloids. This is like real outlets that are respectable media houses talking about it. And John Texter is gains backing of US investment firm. Like, there's actually, it's a curious thing, because there's a lot of American owners or American rich people that are investing in the Premier League, and putting their money there, and that's, I think, a big part of it has to do with the fact that football, is coming to America in the form of the World Cup, the just the general awareness of football is actually increasing at an alarming rate in America at the very moment. So it is it makes sense in some ways, because like a lot of business people want to invest their money in the whatever the hot prospect, or what, in their opinion, whatever the hot thing is, and football is becoming hot and hot and hot, and hotter in the American soil. So it's not a big surprise when you think about it. Looking at the fact that Todd Bowley is also in there. He's an investor, Yale, in Chelsea, and slash owner. So it's like one of those things that is kind of like, wow, all right. Let's see. We'll be looking with a curious eye what is going to happen. It also sounds like the one who is trying to take over Everton failed his ownership test and needs to do another, says Yale. Yes, they're going through ownership turmoil. Everton and Chelsea Football Club, actually. Jay-Z is the first billionaire rapper, says Manchester is Red. Jay-Z was going to buy Tottenham 2 years ago. Oh my I missed those news. Wow. Imagine Jay-Z owning Tottenham. What does the world come to? Jay-Z knows football. Hopefully he'll invest good. Yeah, let's just wish him luck. Manchester is Red. Me and you were big Jay-Z fans, and we'll see where this investment journey leads to. Anyway, that is what I wanted to mention about that, and moving on to the next segment, which is the second part of Erik Ten Hag's press conference. My Lord, there's some quite interesting revelations, because we actually tried to dissect the question where he was asked about Antony. And he sort of gave a statement that I think Fix came into the show and said, you know what? No, he's not directly aiming this at Antony. But we get more clarity when we hear the embargoed section of the press conference. We get more clarity into actually who exactly Erik Ten Hag was talking about. And we're going to look at that. And also, I think he was asked one of the more important questions that he was asked in the press conference about what his game model is. And let's get into that. Nas or Jay-Z says Manchester is red. Whew. Why are you going to ask me that right now when we're trying to talk about back to football? See, Jay-Z's I love his swag. I love his business acumen. I love his raps. I love his poetry. I think Nas is a better poet, though. Like Nas has this ability, his penman skills, his pen is superior to Jay-Z, but Jay-Z's delivery and swagger, and also his body of work also speaks for itself. So that's a very tough question, Get out of here. Get out of here, man. With that. Would Jay-Z pass an ownership test? I think so. Right, he's owned Brooklyn Nets, which is, I don't know, what does an ownership test entail, Yali? That's, I guess, the bigger question. Like, what does it entail? Then we'll know if he'll pass it. Favorite WWE superstar? Stop derailing the show, man. Stone Cold Steve Austin. Stone Cold is my guy, Anyway, let's get back to business and talk and listen to what Erik Ten Hag had to say about first of all, it is around here that and clarity on team news.
Of course, we have a plan in our head when he can be ready, but you're always dependent on how the progress will go, and you can't.
This was in response to Luke Shaw, by the way.
You can't think, you can't make a suggestion, and because there are so many factors why a RIA plan can accelerate or can slow down.
In terms of,
he just doesn't sound so convinced about Luke Shaw anymore. He's saying his recovery could accelerate or decelerate. Like, what? It's I think Ten Hag, you can start to see that he's getting fed up of Luke Shaw, and I hope also the owners as well are sort of in that same boat, because I saw Sir Jim Ratcliffe make a joke about Luke Shaw, saying don't pull your hamstring when he was talking about Luke Shaw in the Euros. And while when people joke about you, they care about you, but it can get to a certain point where they're like, nah, I'm getting fed up with this guy. And this is what Erik Ten Hag's answer feels like to me. Anyway,
the selection, how big a dilemma have you got? Because you picked up a win at the weekend to start building a little bit of momentum. You've got Palace coming up next weekend. How important is it to get the team selection right tomorrow? Because you want to keep that momentum going, don't you?
Yeah, that was an okay question, and the response was good. But like, there's a specific part that I want us to, the Antony part, which is coming up in a moment, and then the game model. Those are the two main things that I want us to make sure that we touch on.
You've obviously won this trophy in your first season. Then you won the FA Cup. Do you?
I think he answered it here, right? Hold on.
And then we can make a selection from game to game. Definitely, we have to rotate, because we have to cover so many games. And so it's not only about a start 11.
So a nice headache. Trophy in your first season. Then you won the FA Cup. Do you accept now that maybe the bar's risen a little bit, the owners need you to push on and win something more significant?
No, I would say it's significant. FA Cup, Carabao Cup, it's significant. I see all the attention from all the teams, from all the owners, from all the managers, when they win a trophy like Liverpool last year did with winning the Carabao Cup. And I saw that final, and not only going up to that final, I saw all the teams battling for it.
Over here, Ten Hag is responding to like something that Oli said about sometimes winning a trophies can mask the progress that or where you are as a team. And I think that was a very good question, because Oli mentioned this, because I think Oli prioritizes the league, winning the league over winning a domestic cup. Which for me, my stance on this is just like, I feel like Erik Ten Hag has proven to us that he can get to cup finals, 3 cup finals in 3 years. I think that's a very, very, very good record, and I trust that he knows how to win cups. But I also want to see this part, this evolution in him, where he also wins, or shows how to like build his tactics and his game management and his squad management to make sure that we secure the league. Because at the end of the day, that's your bread and butter, right? Like, let's I don't know where you stand on this as a fan of Manchester United or any club. Like, do you prioritize winning the domestic league or the domestic cups?
We want the same. So it's very important. And in football, to win trophies, and in English football, it's very important. You have 5 leagues, you have 5 opportunities, and our aim is always to win all the games. So win all the trophies if possible.
Erik, you talk about the importance of the squad players getting minutes. This is a huge opportunity for Antony, who just before the season started said that.
Yeah, this now will give some context to Fix's perspective, because Fix was like, no, Botswana, you're reading too deep into it. He's not talking about Antony. It's a blanket statement to everybody. But I love that the journalist brought it back and said more on Antony. What do you have to say about Antony? And
that he wanted to prove to everybody how good of a player he is. Is this the best opportunity for him to prove to everybody?
Tomorrow, you will see what the lineup will be. And we have everyday training, and the players have to earn the right to play. When players doing the right things in training, when the attitude is good, when they show performance in training, then they will earn the right to play.
Wait. I'm just noticing right now that this is he even was more specific about this. Like this part. Hold on.
Stop it.
Goodness. Oh my goodness. This is like very important, guys. This is very important. And I want us to make sure that we get the actual part that he was talking about. Antony. He specifically said this. Pardon me for queuing up that part. But this is the part.
How's his attitude been in training?
He's fighting for his position.
That's Luke Shaw. And then the game model, he talks about it here, but then Anthony, he goes here. So sorry for jumping around, but this is I want us to really, really listen to what Erik Ten Hag said about Anthony and what he has to do to get to the starting lineup.
On that, do you agree with that sentiment that the league is the most important thing?
This we just talked about.
The bench in one against Brighton very, very late on. It suggests he's quite a way off where you maybe need him to be at the moment. Is that fair? The fact that you've not used him at all?
No, I think the other players doing so well. They're contributing. So we have Ahmad, Ghana, very effective. Rashford scoring in the weekend. So yeah, he has to earn the right in training. And with the others doing really well, so he has to get over them.
He pretty much outlined the hurdles that they have right there. He said he has to get over Ahmad, he has to get over Garnacho, and Rashford also scored. So 3 hurdles that Anthony has to get over, so in terms of like him finding his way back into the starting lineup. And I thought this was actually a more direct answer, because like the one that we just saw a few minutes ago, it was more of like, you couldn't really specifically tell who he was talking about. It's ironic how the media is now seemingly fighting for Anthony, right, R10? It is kind of crazy. It is kind of crazy now that it's like justice for Anthony all of a sudden. But bro, Anthony has to prove it in training. He has to make sure that his performances are on par or better than Amad Diallo. And for me, as a fan, that excites me. This is why, as we were talking in the preview yesterday, I said I would go ahead and play Anthony and say, bro, this is not just training. You are under the spotlight now, Carabao Cup spotlight. Show us what you can do. And if you can get Ahmad to galvanize Anthony and make him raise his level, then we all win as a club. We get better output from our players, that's how I feel about it anyway. Now, the part that I want to also make sure that we talk about is the game model, because this was very, very, very important. It's such a topic that, as I said, like we used to struggle on this last year. Would argue about this, was saying, what's our style of play? What's our identity? And Ten Hag kind of outlines what he wants right here. Let's listen to this right now.
Hi, Eric. You've spoken about a game model quite often. What does that game model consist of now?
That is a very open question, and you expect for me to answer this in 1 minute? It's almost impossible.
No, but Ten Hag, answer it. If you had to summarize your game plan, your game model, what is it? And tell us quickly in a few bullet points. And I think he's responding because I think he wants to give you a whole paragraph, but we just want a few words. Eric, right? What a brilliant question by the journalist. And let's hear how he explains it.
But I think we showed. I think we provided a video last year where we showed some great football from us. So it was very dynamic. And so if we have the players available, we can construct a team that can play very dynamic, very proactive, with a lot of speed. We can play very good in attacking transition, but we also want to dictate.
Lots of things to unpack there. He said very dynamic, very proactive, lots of speed, and we also want to dictate possession. 4 key things, 4 key cornerstones of what Erik Ten Hag's game model is: dynamic, proactive, speed, Marcus Rashford, and dictating possession, which in a weird way, number 3 and 4 self-contradict each other, because unless I'm wrong, if I'm wrong, please let me know if I'm interpreting this wrong. But like speed and dictating possession, I feel like possession is more like you actually retaining the ball and not necessarily rushing to attack, but maybe that's part of it, falls under being dynamic and recognizing moments where you kind of need to be fast in your attacks and moments when you don't need to be fast. We saw Manchester City the other day. Edison pretty much has an assist, and he's the one that launched the ball and found Haaland, and that was a speedy attack, right? But Man City is also a team that has you associate with possession and trying to control the game. But what is also telling is, or a little bit, what's the word? Like illuminating a little bit, is the fact that he speed is something. If you look at our forwards, speed, we're talking about Marcus Rashford, right? So that means transition, counter-attack type of football. And I'm not saying they can't coexist. I'm not saying you can't, aim to have both. But it is a little bit in what's the word? Yeah, it's sort of like showing us like the main things that he prioritizes. And for me, we saw the stat the other day where actually yesterday, where Manchester United is first in number of tackles. Number 2 is Everton so far. So it's like, to dictate possession, for me, I look at that as like, you're not trying to rush to tackle, because you have possession of the ball. You don't need to be tackling. Matter of fact, let's take a quick look and see where Manchester City is in the number of tackles that they've made so far this season as a club, because we were looking at Man United being at the top, and we said Everton was number 2. So let's quickly just glance at this, and then I'll put the link in the chat for anybody to call in if you want to call in. But also, it's fine if you don't want to call in. But I'd love to hear your opinion on this topic. So here we go. This is the stats right here per club. Look at the number of tackles, and we're looking for. We saw Man United has made 94 tackles so far. Everton is second, but where is Manchester City? Nowhere in the top 10. Matter of fact, I bet that bottom. Look at that, 57 tackles. Man City tackles the least because they have possession. They take the possession of the game. So that's the part for me that is like, Can somebody like explain this to me? I know he wants to play this type of football where he pins the opponent in the half, but Man City already do that. You can almost say Man City pin the opponent in their half. Maybe let's get the opinion of the professor here to break it down, because I know he might even maybe have a whiteboard for us to to explain what is going on. Is this contradictory, Omo, or do you understand it? Do you understand what Ten
I
Hag is
I
saying?
I don't understand it, but you know what I do understand for
What?
the people watching the show
Uh-huh.
today. I'm going off topic. Don't if
Oh,
listen. Do you want to enjoy football or do you want to suffer? Today is UCL night. I have other matches for you to watch instead of United versus Barnsley. There's Bayern Munich versus Dynamo Zagreb. There's AC Milan versus Liverpool. There's Real Madrid versus Stuttgart, and there's Sporting versus Lille. So if you don't want to suffer with Manchester United versus Barnsley, these are other matches for you to watch. By the way, if you enjoy football, if you're a fan of football, but that's about all. Peace.
boo! No. What happened to your pride? Come on, where's your Man
No,
United?
no, 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 no. Don't waste my time in the Carabao Cup. I'm here to enjoy football. Today is UCL night.
My disappointment is immeasurable, and my day is ruined.
I had to sit with him for that. No, Professor, I'm trying to have a conversation. Let's break down the 4 key elements that Ten Hag said when he was asked to describe his game model in 30 seconds. seconds. Like, and I'm trying to see what it is, like what makes sense out of it. Because right here, somebody, R10, I don't know if he's trolling. He says he can maintain possession at speed. What is it? Come on. Like, is it
Wait,
possible for you to maintain?
hold on,
Bro,
wait a minute. Yeah, so you trying
yeah.
to tell me Ten Hag describe his game model?
Bro,
Ain't no
didn't you
way.
just hear what he
I
said?
I told you I don't like to listen to him speak, but he spoke
Well,
about
let's
that. Oh, now I'm
help
gonna listen.
me unpack what he said. 4 key points. One, dynamic football. He said also he wants to dictate the pace of the game. That's the fourth point. He said speed. And now I'm forgetting the second one because you made me just think about Champions League. Don't make me play that again. What was the second point that he mentioned? All right, here we go. I'm just gonna play it one more time, just so we please, help me make sense out of this. Look at this. All right, he said,
and we can play very good in attacking transition.
attacking transition,
But we also want to dictate in possession, and from there on, find our moments to speed up.
So, and speed was the other one. So for me, like, that's why I'm like saying, is this self-contradictory or what? Like, I'm just trying to understand it as a fan of football, bro. Like,
It is like this man here is funny. This what you see. I always said this. I hate to watch him speak. I hate watching him speak because if I hear him speak and when the man starts, he does something else. How you going to say speed with possession? It doesn't work like that. It doesn't work like that. This cha show walking, cha. That's how you're doing.
Kenny says he wants to mix the ingredients. Joe is here. Let's hear Joe. Joe, how do you understand what Ten Hag is saying, bro?
All right, now do me a favor, yeah. Read out them points again, bro. Let me explain to you exactly what he's saying.
All right. Let's
Do
hear
it for me, and I'll tell you. No. Stop. Don't play it. You said it to Omo earlier, right? And I want to hit the points as you're saying them. So please, do you know the first thing I want you to look up? Yeah.
Yeah.
Bring this up on the screen, bro, because you can share screen right now. I can't. Yeah. Look up the meaning of dynamic on YouTube. I mean, on Google. Google it now.
Okay.
Yeah. Meaning of dynamic, bro, and bring it up. Share the screen. What the fuck does it say?
All right. Let's go to Merriam-Webster's dictionary and see what dynamic means. Here we go, ladies and gentlemen. Class is in session. Hit the like button, by the way, as we look up dynamic. So dynamic is marked by usually continuous and productive activity or change of relating.
Bow. So hold on. What does it say? Okay. Continuous activity and change, correct?
Or change, yes, correct.
Yes. Now, bro, what does his other two statements say when he doesn't mention dynamic? He said he wants to have possession and also play at speed, correct?
Correct.
So that explains the dynamic, bro. He wants to also be able to control the game while playing at speed, fam. Is that not, you think that's not a possibility? Is that what you're telling me? Bro, if we win the ball back high up the pitch, yeah, listen to what I'm saying, yeah? You know that one of our processes is winning the ball up high up the pitch, correct?
Correct.
Yeah? So, in transition, if we win the ball high up the pitch, this, by the way, this is another reason why we have so many tackles, because we're actually winning the ball high up the pitch, right? And trying to attack them straight away with speed. Yeah, but sometimes in transition, bro, you have to hold that ball and look for the opening. This is why he uses the word dynamic, yeah, because his English is very basic, yeah, and I'm not going to say very basic. Sorry, his English is mid, yeah. So at the end of the day, he's still finding words to describe what he's trying to do, and dynamic describes it very well because he does want speed, but he also wants to control possession. So yes, he might be looking for something that's not achievable in the Premier League, but it does describe what he's trying to do very well.
Joe, if you ask me what my plan is, and I tell you my plan is dynamic, it's a very, very polished way of me telling you that I don't have a plan.
But he also told you what part of it he wants to be dynamic. He wants to hold possession while at the same time have speedy play. He has said that. That's what's going to be dynamic about it. It gave you the opposite angles of what dynamic is. You get me?
Okay.
This is how I want to change it up. I want the speed and I want control. That's what I mean by dynamic. That's what he said to us. Like, do you understand what I'm saying? I'm just trying to break it down. You
All right.
want someone to break it down?
I like that you offered. I like that you offered this perspective. I want to hear how Codstar is interpreting this dynamic speed. Is Ten Hag mixing the ingredients, Codstar?
I think it's just semantics. It's semantics. So we're going, like Joe said, he's not the most well-spoken guy, especially when he speaks in English. But first, I need to speak to Omo. We're a Man United fans. I don't care who's playing. It could be Real Madrid versus Barcelona. Why am I going to watch that? I'm a Man United fan. I'm not a football fan. I'm a Man United fan.
Yeah, I'm not wasting my time on the Carabao Cup. I'm here to
So
enjoy
you're not a Man
football.
United fan then? So you're not a Man United fan?
I'm a Manchester United fan, and I'm a fan of football. You're not gonna
Oh,
tell me I'm not gonna watch another football match.
Okay, what comes first then?
You have the same people that watch the Real Madrid Champions League final. So again, you're a fan of football as well. But if you want to waste your time with the Carabao Cup, go ahead. But you're not gonna waste my time. You're not gonna waste my time. You're not gonna waste my time. The Carabao Cup.
If Man United is playing, I do not care who's playing on the other thing.
I ain't watching no Barnsley. I'm not watching no Barnsley. No one cares about Barnsley. You don't care about Barnsley.
I'm a Man United fan. I care about Man United.
You don't care about Barnsley.
I care about Manchester United, the team that I support.
We care about Manchester United. We all care about Manchester United, but then again, we also care about football. Like, ball don't lie, and I'm not about to. You're not about to make me suffer with Barnsley.
Omo, it is a little disgraceful though. For
it's a stinker. It's an absolute stinker.
It's a fact. It's a fact. It's a fact. It's no disgrace. It's a fact.
You're telling man about other games. Like, you know what?
Man even mentioned Liverpool, you know? Liverpool.
Yeah,
I should watch Liverpool.
Yeah, there's other game. Ain't no one talking about leagues. You talk about Champions League football. There's options there. I gave 4 options. Pick one.
We're not in that, fam. Hey, where's Man United?
Hey, you can get mad all you want. It makes no difference.
Fam. We're not there.
It makes no difference. Football don't lie.
No pride.
So 8 o'clock, who you watching? 8 o'clock, who you watching?
Have you no focus? Get your stuff together, young man.
Yeah, no, he has to hold us in bid for that one. Like.
Nah, bring it back. I want to know who's watching at 8 o'clock. Bruh, I want to know who's watching at 8 o'clock, innit? That's what I want to know. Who is he watching? Yeah, because that's
we're Man United fans. I love watching football. I watch the Champions League. But if Manchester United is playing, Manchester United could be playing the Sunday League team. I'm going to be watching Manchester United.
100%. I want to see what we put out on the pitch. I want to see if we use the youngers, if they played right, what gelled, what didn't. Maybe we could drop someone from our first team. What the hell are you watching someone else's team for if we're playing, fam? That don't make no sense to me.
I think we need to. I'm a fan. I'm not like a football pundit. I'm not getting paid to watch football, and that's fine if you want to be that. But then I don't get this. I'm a football fan, then I support Man United. But I'm a fan of Man United. So my takes are gonna be off because I'm not thinking with sense. Because fan is fanatical, and that's me. I want my team to do well. And if they're playing Barnsley, who are in League 2, and there's El Clasico, I'm watching Manchester United play Barnsley.
100%.
Come on.
100%. Every time.
Because also it's important. I think George just mentioned this. Like, this is an opportunity to see if Harry Amas gets a chance. Like, you get to see what these players actually can offer in a competitive game. Ethan Wheatley, if he gets a chance, you get to actually. This is what true support for your club means, bro. You gotta be there for the times when they're even playing. Like, Chelsea fans watch them. Chelsea when they're playing Serviette. Like
playing them handkerchiefs.
Yeah,
you know what I mean? I don't understand that logic. I can't lie. Court's good for calling it out, bro, because I can't lie. You know what? The fact of the matter is, no matter who's playing, I want to see how my team's doing first. Simple.
Charges for Kenny Fan TV. Also,
if he's watching both, the thing is, that's the beauty. You can split screen, but to say give us options and say,
my man said, watch that instead. He said instead, if you want to see good football, go watch that instead. That's what pissed me off.
Yeah, no. Omo, you gotta go think about your life one more time, bro. But wait. Costa, did we talk about the Ten Hag's points with you?
No, we'll talk about the Ten Hag. I think,
no.
like, I think you can tell that it's a situation where he's struggling. He clearly wants to play, and he's said that he wants to be the best transitioning team. So that's where I think the speed that he's coming from, that he mentions, comes from. I also think there are times where he does want to hold possession a bit more, because there are times where United, they do recycle possession and they don't. I think. But you can't say that. But it's like when they win the ball up high, let's transition quick. When they're building up from the back, maybe a bit slower. I think it's both. I think there will be times where he wants them to speed up play and actually attack, because that's where a guy like Bruno comes in, where he can play those line breaking passes over the top, or Elitra. But then there's also times where he does want to hold possession a bit more. And like, I don't know if you noticed, but away from home, we do hold possession a bit better. I don't know, because when we're at home, you hear the fans go attack, attack, attack. Whereas away from home, we do hold possession a little bit better. Not all the time, but but Will, sorry. But if Arsenal are playing Carabao,
Arsenal fan. That's why. That's why he's talking that age. Yeah,
bro, it's Man United above anything, bro.
Everything, fam.
This is an interesting question, actually. Let's wait. Let's get the perspective of Kenny real quick. Kenny, so is a Champions League game better than a Carabao Cup game, in your opinion?
Bro, that guy shouldn't come here with his damn whiteboard and trying to give me an analysis when he doesn't watch all the games properly, man. This is a game that gives you insights of the entire squad, and you're telling me you don't want to watch it because some bloody other teams are playing, and you want to bring out a whiteboard and start telling me how to look at. Man, sit down, bro. Like, bro, that's crazy. It's United first, and other teams can come up.
Yeah.
Because look, how can I trust his insights or his analysis if he doesn't watch the games that produces the team B? If he doesn't watch full United games, if he's selective on his games, then what kind of an analysis can he have? All-rounded, a well-rounded analysis. Then he's talking nonsense, bro. Like, I don't trust him, man. He's fabricated. Like,
I hear you. There's a little bit of, like, traitor vibes. It's giving traitor vibes.
He's giving traitor vibes, and also he's giving like uninformed soccer analysis vibs, bro.
Yeah.
So he just comes just for the vibes, the big games. He doesn't even have full insights of his squad because he doesn't watch the other games when the team B players are playing. Man, fabrication of Oma, man. Like, I'm not trying to hear that. No more whiteboards here. He's on a ban. We don't want to see that whiteboard for like.
Listen. You could get mad all you want. I'll be here for Palace. Don't waste my time in no Carabao Cup.
Nah,
It's like. Listen. I know some people got upset, and that's okay too. But at the end of the day, what I speak is facts, though. Because again, this whole bond thing is a waste of time.
You cannot tell me, bro.
Don't you hear what Kenny is saying? Your perspective of Man United is skewed.
If Man United,
it's not skewed.
No, let me finish.
It's not skewed.
Level. If you're not going to watch all the Man United games,
there's no way you can come here with a whiteboard and start trying to analyze the game tactic on Crystal Palace when you missed what happened last weekend versus Barnsley. Then you're talking nonsense. I'm not going to listen to you. You know,
are you serious? Because
exactly.
If that's the point, since we beat Southampton, we should win the league then. Because, bro, you gotta look at it game. You gotta look game by game, and this Barnsley game does not even count. It's Barnsley.
What you're saying is irrelevant.
It's Barnsley.
Like this guy.
That's dumb for saying that, though.
He's dumb, bro. It's like he's off his meds or something, bro. Like, what the hell? You cannot tell me.
You're telling us that we should win the league. No, bro. Listen, what I'm saying to you is this, When other teams are playing, I'm not saying that there are not good matches on, Yes, sure, there's good matches on, but guess what? I want to see how my team perform before
Oh,
any
so
other
so there
team.
so so
Fam.
there's
Wait,
good
I'm not
matches
finished.
on.
No. You've been very loud and very proud. Let me just say this to you right now, bro. Yeah, if my team is playing right, and we have a chance to play youngers, we have a chance to see how different players on our team could actually perform. Yeah. Why am I not watching that? Why am I not seeing what my youngers can offer? And then I can watch that on replay later. Right? I don't care about them, man. Them can do well, them can do bad. That on replay. I'm going to see how my team are doing live in person, fam. I want to see.
Exactly.
So are you telling me this? Omar, are you telling me this, yeah? So hold on. Ask this question, yeah? If you have a chance to get a Champions League match and we're not in it, and you got a chance to get a Man United ticket in the Carabao Cup, what are you going to, fam?
Champions League. Don't waste my time. The Carabao Cup.
Dickhead. Go. Shut up.
Bro.
Where's
I ain't
your
got time for
allegiance,
this.
Omo?
I ain't got time for this.
So you're going,
bro.
Hey, listen, man, going to the Champions League game.
Wow.
Man, from the
Going-
man.
We're gonna take
it's
you
going
to
for the
jail.
glamour and glitz, bro. It's for the glamour and glitz, bro. Yo,
What kind of support is that?
What kind of support
So
is
you're going to
that?
put more seats.
Omo has to
Hold
go
on.
to jail.
You're going to put more money in a rival's hand than our hand.
Imagine
Eh?
that, bro.
Is crazy.
That's crazy.
That is crazy.
Nah.
Anyway,
No,
wow.
me, I just don't want to hear. I just
caught
don't want to see that. I just don't want to see that whiteboard come out here and trying to give me an analysis or anything. It's baseless because
Right.
he knows nothing about the entirety of the squad and how
To
it's
be fair,
developing. You know what I'm saying?
What I know is Omo is really like he's somebody that I know that he watches like games over and over, like Man United games. He'd be like, "Oh, I'm watching it for the third time." You know, even the games that we've lost. So like I'm surprised now that he's saying that he's boycotting the Barnsley game. This is just honestly,
Bro, that's what happens when lies catch up with you, bro. Like all the time. You never watch those matches with him, man. He just says it to you that I've been watching it. I watched it 3 times, even when we lost. Nobody wants to watch a game 3 times when we lost.
He's been watching
Lies,
Champions League,
bro.
fam.
He's been watching Champions League, bro.
He's been joining your Riz girl, fam, watching Arsenal and that, fam. Him and Dr. NHS watching Arsenal all the time, fam.
Exactly, man.
Why are you bringing Dr. NHS in here? She's not even here.
He's been watching
This guy.
Dortmund,
Anyway,
Jadon Sancho and them. You know?
we've dwelt on that topic. Let's move on from it. How are you feeling about Barnsley now? You know, like a few hours away from kickoff, bro. It's match day. He's still feeling positive.
I just want to see. I still feel confident. I mean, we should beat Barnsley, bro. It's Barnsley. I mean, all I want to see is the players that haven't gotten a chance to start the games or like have more minutes to play and prove a point. You know, Anthony and them. If Anthony can't start this game, then it's something. We need to have a conversation. Because this is a game that you can have Anthony. And if you're telling me Erik Ten Hag does not trust him against Barnsley, then there's a problem. It's an almost 90 million pound player. So what are we talking about? He's on 100-something K a week. No, January. Then we have to seriously be offloading him.
Yeah.
And I want to see Amos on the left back. I want to finally have a proper assessment of this kid. I want him to start. I want him to go. Like, let's go now. This is showcase yourself. You know what I mean? Because Malacia has been gone for over a year, and that guy is like what? Earlier on we discovered Malacia is even older than Matthias de Ligt, bro.
No, you're kidding me.
Yeah, by like 5 days. Oh, of course. So he's not a kid, and he's been gone that long. We might as well give up on Malacia, man. We keep treating Malacia as if he's a young kid, like he's 18. He's what? Malacia is old.
He's 25, but I didn't even know. He's 25.
We need to have a conversation
25.
Malacia.
Bro, it was on the show earlier. He's 25.
Yeah, man.
25. I didn't even know. I was supporting him. I found out the hard way.
This guy's just gonna age silently, just like without like under the radar.
Bro.
And he's got that young face.
Yeah, baby.
He's got that young face. I thought he was like 21, fam. I was
21,
there talking like he's 21. I was like, poor young kid.
Is a grown man, bro. He's got that what's that? That Benjamin Button case or something.
Benjamin Button surgery, bro. Wow. Yeah, no, so it definitely means like we need to be thinking about it. Because I was thinking he's the long-term solution, like him and Amas.
No,
for left back, that's crazy. That
bro.
is
When you
wild.
look at it, look, he's been out of action for like, let's say, over 12 months now, right? We can like say it with chest. It's
Maybe
close to
even going
over
to
12 months.
2 years. Yeah, he's
Maybe,
going to
yeah.
2 years of
No,
yeah.
not 2 years. That's too much. Like, okay, 2 seasons almost, like, right? Yeah. So if he comes back, he's not really going to be the same player he was. He needs time to get back his game. And even before he went, he went out injured. Malacia was not like kicking out Luke Shaw from that position. He was sitting bench. So he was still an average player. So now if he comes back, there is no like, okay, development. He's 25, 26. He should be like, is that who we're going to have as our left back? No. We need to have a serious discussion about the left back situation.
Yeah, no, it needs to be addressed ASAP. I really feel like even Luke
The
Shaw is
guy,
not
bro,
somebody to rely on. You heard
even
Ten
Luke
Hag, like I
Shaw.
was playing part of his press conference earlier on, and he was just saying, yeah, we don't want to like decelerate, like exacerbate his injury. We have to be like slow with bringing him back. And I was just like, he just sounds like he's fed up of Luke Shaw.
Bro. And I don't blame him, bro. Like, it's time to get rid of him. Luke Shaw is only surviving because he's got a British passport, bro. That's why no one wants to talk about him. They were all targeting Marshall because he's French. They were all doing this foreign thing. They target the foreigners. But like when it comes to Luke Shaw, we need to have a conversation, even for England, for themselves. Because if that's the left back that England is relying on, like for real, as the number one in the country, he's constantly on the hospital bed more than the pitch. What are we talking about?
Wow.
Because I think that should be
Yeah.
a requisite of a player. Like one of the main things that a player needs to have or produce is just be available. Availability should be like number one.
Man.
We don't
Yeah.
give up on
Anyway,
players who
I
got
like that
injured
you.
playing for United. Never. We're not giving up on players. We're giving up on injury-prone players. Listen, if your body is giving up, we cannot have you occupying a position. First, you're registered, you're occupying a position, and your wage is high. You're just bringing the entire team back. So we Jal, I can't pronounce your name. We are not giving up on a player. What we are
It's
doing is putting
Yale.
Manchester United first because you're dragging Manchester United back by not being available. So no, get your facts right. We are putting the club over a player who's dragging the rest of the squad back. Because if Luke Shaw was available, would be playing differently. We'll be attacking progressing well. We need the left back that's whipping in balls, the left back that can cut in and try shots, left back that can overlap to increase numbers up front. And Luke Shaw does that. But if he's not playing, what the hell? Are we living on a myth? Wishing on a star, some Jay-Z stuff? Like, what are you talking about?
Well, talking about Jay-Z stuff. Real quick, guys, if you didn't know, by the way, quick diversion from the show. For me, like if we see today, I don't want to see any players get injured. Like, like this tackle is not talked about enough, bro. Like Jack Stevens for me needs to be charged for this because this was almost career. And look at how he's aiming that Garnacho's kneecap and he's running it full speed. Jack Stevens knows he's not gonna get that ball. I just want to get through Barnsley without any injuries. That's really where I'm at right now.
And you know what? When you mentioned that getting through Barnsley without injuries, it also like it backs up the fact that that's the reason we need to play players like Amas. We need to play Johnny Evans. We need to play Maguire. These players that are in the second team or on the bench, they should be more than capable. They should have more quality. They should have quality to beat the likes of Barnsley without no respect, no disrespect intended. Like they are a lesser squad, so we should be able to just beat them easily with our second team. Without risking the likes of bro. What if a player from Barnsley just goes excited because they're playing against Manchester United and then just goes and steps on Licha on his foot, bro, and then boom, 8 man or something.
Don't speak that into
Let me be
existence.
knock on wood. No, I got wood next to me. Like knock on wood. That ain't gonna
Hey,
happen.
hey. Why is he talking about wood? And Stephanie just said, big up, Kenny. Need the camera on just to make sure you're not still in bed. Raunchy settings. He said, I got wood next to me. Professor.
I would like Joe and Candy to come back in here. I have a question for them.
All right.
I'm here, blood.
Thank you. Today, United versus Barnsley. I need you two to tell me what Barnsley did in this game today. Not what United did. I need to know what Barnsley is doing. You need to know, because I will come with questions.
What are we talking about here, friend?
Wait, hold on. Wait a minute. Wait a minute. My white ball got disrespected and I felt away. So I need to know what Barnsley did today. I need to know. Because I'm coming with questions.
So hold on. You want me to watch the match to find out what Barnsley's doing? Is that what you're telling me?
Yes,
You're telling me I
watch
should
the
watch
match.
the Man United match to find out what Barnsley's doing.
No, because since you know it all, since everybody got a degree and stuff, I need to know what Barnsley did. And I listen.
You're the professor who comes here
Wait
on the whiteboard.
a minute. Wait a minute. Listen, wait a minute. Because I watch our games. So I'm gonna message Poppy what they did. I need you to tell me what they did, so to see if it correlates.
Sorry, I didn't hear that. Could you please repeat?
Okay.
Could you please
Let me just say this real quick, and then you can continue. Look, there's no way, Omo, you can come here in this. I'll just say this, and then Omo can continue. Papi, just hold on. But Omo, you can't say this in one sentence. I watch all games, and just a few sentences ago, you said you couldn't watch Man U versus Barnsley. Who are you talking to? A bunch of
talking about.
You know what I mean? In one sentence, you say you don't want to watch Manchester United Barnsley, and then quickly you want to say you watch all games. Come on, we are not slow here. What are you talking about? Stick to one. Do you watch the games or you don't? Don't let your lies come at you right now in full stereo, bro. Pick one side. Do you watch the games or you don't?
All right, can you let him talk?
I don't watch the games.
Then shut up, then, bro. What are you talking to me for? Flipping this rascal, fam. What the fuck is he talking about?
Remember when I say that people don't
Why is he still here? Why is he still here? Why is he still here? Why is he here? I was thinking it myself. I can do it. Don't worry.
Bro, now,
one person at a time, please. It's hard to listen if you're speaking over each other. Omo says, I don't watch. Like, I'm confused. And he's asking Kenny and Joe to watch Barnsley, not Man United. Like, keep your eyes on the Barnsley half, not the Man United half. Is that what you're saying, bro?
You see, Papi, when people like me that make money off watching football and write tactical analysis, and I tell you something, and I tell you like a little nugget like this will happen, and all of a sudden it does happen, and you're like, oh, wait, maybe Omo does know what he's talking about. It just happened after every match. I just come back here and you say, oh, you don't know Omo doesn't know what he's talking about. So when I'm telling you to watch when I'm telling them to watch what Barnsley did, because again they're like, oh, we're not watching no UCL match. Cool, don't watch UCL. Watch the Barnsley versus United. Can you tell me what Barnsley versus United do? Because again, if I don't know how to write about Barnsley versus United, but if I do, I'm gonna message Papi like, this is what Barnsley did. Do they not correct my note? Do you watch Man United just to watch Man United, to watch SofaScore and everything United, or do you watch football? Because again, like I said, I'm a fan of Manchester United, but then again, I'm a fan of football. I'm a fan of
Yeah,
football. I give
no, that for me, listen, Omo,
So when
I never
go,
doubted that until today. Because I know you're one of the few people that watches a game second time and third time, and you've messaged me like, "Oh, this is what I see." Like that's why I'm so surprised when we're having this conversation and you're saying you're not watching Barnes. Like, I'm flabbergasted, bro. Like honestly, like I don't even know what you're saying.
don't be flabbergasted. Listen, today will be a good day. Today will be a good day. Today will be a good. Hey, listen, but I always told you, ball do not lie. The ball will never lie.
Okay.
There'll be a good day on some ice cube stuff, bro. Like, come on, stick to one. What is it? Do you watch or you don't? You want us to go and watch what Barnsley and ignore the rest of the squad, like the United
You know
team,
what I
or what?
mean? Man told us to tell me what Barnsley did. Like, I said what Barnsley did. Why the hell do I also want to see what we do to Barnsley, fam?
Exactly.
Wait a minute. So you said we all love watching Manchester United, right? We all love watching Manchester United. So you don't watch what your opponent do in the match, or you just watch the red and become blind?
Bro, you specifically came on.
You're a fan. You're a fan.
You could have me. No, hold on, let me say this. Hold on, let me just say this 1 second. Bro, you spoken to watch by yourself. Let me say this. Hold on. You wait.
One person at a
Hold on.
time.
Let me talk, fam. Let me say this. Yeah? Omo, you specifically came on here and told me and Canny to go and tell me. And asking me, yeah, tell me what mistakes Man United make in the game. Why am I going to be watching what Barnsley are doing good? I'm just going to be watching my team and where we get broken down in the wrong places. I'm going to be watching my team and thinking who's making mistakes on my team. I'm not really watching everybody else, especially if you pull out a younger team. I'm going to see who's good from who's bad. I'm not watching the other team like that, blood. Don't ask me about the other team, blood. You go do that.
Yeah.
Oh, thank you, fan. Did you see? This is a fan. I understand. So you can't. You don't want.
You're not a fan.
But
Yeah,
like,
that's it.
no,
It's
like
okay.
what you're saying,
What are you, a pundit? Are you a pundit or are you a fan, fam?
That's what we're getting at. And as a pundit, I have to tell people, the listeners, say, like, hey, you don't want to watch Manchester United versus Barnsley, you go watch the UCL match.
No, but like,
since when are you getting paid to watch football? Since you turned the pundit, fam? When did you turn the pundit? You ain't no pundit. You are a fan like me, and if you support United, you should be saying like,
I don't want to talk about this all show. I don't want to talk about this for the whole show, guys. This is too much. But it is a big question that I want you in the chat to think about and respond, because almost raises a good point though, in terms of like sometimes you have to also look at what the opponents are doing, like analyze that football. Don't just watch only Man United, but you can't watch other teams at the expense of Man United. That's the part where I draw the line, and I'm like, I hear you, Professor, but I do not agree with what you're saying. You know,
Barnsley, fam. Barnsley. You want me to watch Barnsley? Come on. But he wants me to see
it's too much.
They're living against us.
Why is there niche market for and not watch along? That's actually a good point, Stephanie. Like the boycotting the Man United like game versus Barnsley. That's what Omo is pretty much suggesting. I don't even want to just dwell on this topic, guys. Like here, let's talk about something else. Look at this. Good player does not mean good coach. And oh my goodness, Robin van Persie got a surprise loss 9-1. This just other news that I just want to just share that I just found out, and I was like, oh my Lord, somebody help RVP, please. All right, Fix is here. Thank you. Please, let's talk about something else, Fix. Fix. Yes, I can hear you. Yes.
Honestly, Daniomo is moving like, I don't know what I will call him, Professor Omo.
Professor Omo. He's not a professor anymore.
In fact, he's a photo professor.
He falsified his documents.
You can't tell me that United is playing a playing match today, and you are telling me you don't want to watch Barnsley. You want to watch who is better than United? Who is better than United? Well, United.
He mentioned all these Champions League games, bro. He said, Real Madrid is
If you are a Real
playing.
Madrid fan, you go watch them. If you are this, but not when Man U is
Juventus is
playing match.
playing.
You are a United fan, and you are going to watch on that.
Yeah,
That's not a real fan. That's why when some of them are gaslighting Man U fans, I will be like, these guys, how are they claiming to be United fans? In some cases, they are not.
Does he listen to this part though? Does he have a point in terms of like, if you only watch the tactics of Manchester United, like are you limiting your education of like what other managers can do with that tactics?
Not when United is not involved, you can watch any other thing that you want.
Yeah.
That United is involved, and you tell me you are going to tune up United match and tune in another game. It doesn't go down well.
No. I hear what you're saying, bro. I hear what you're saying.
There is something you are saying earlier about what Ten Hag said at the press conference.
Yes, Ten Hag pretty much said these things, important words, like he wants to play dynamic football, he wants to have possession football, he wants to have speed, and also proactive. Some of these four things that's sort of contradictory, but Joe said, listen, the dynamic part of it is meaning like he's not just trying to like just focus on one. What is your take on that, or your understanding of what Ten Hag was saying?
For me, he knows the one that is choosing, but in fact, when I came to know Ten Hag, is in the Ajax
yeah,
and pretty much they are kind of when you watch them in their league, they play the tiki taka, but their own type of tiki taka is very fast. They don't.
Can you speak a little closer to the mic, Fix? Just a little closer. Like I can hear you, but it's not like crisp,
Yeah, can you hear me?
Oh my goodness, bro. So much better. Okay. Yeah.
So what I'm saying is, when I watch him in the Ajax team, I can relate with what he's saying, about power, about possession, speed, and what again? There are three words he used there.
Yeah. So possession. There we go. Possession, speed, proactive. Now the thing that possession and speed, can they coexist? That's the question. Like that's the part that's like, is this contradictory or what? So
for me, is just players being smart, where you don't need to release the ball unnecessarily. You don't release it. You keep hold of the ball. In fact, the man is not telling lies, because you see the kind of players he possesses. When in his early days, people like Ziyech, Tadic, De Jong. Those people keep the ball better. Whereby in his flanks, he also has speed. Like the best game I've ever watched his team is against Madrid at the Bernabeu. Before
Ajax versus Madrid, is that what you're talking about?
Yeah.
What did you see in that game?
Exactly what he was talking about. A small team that don't defend, they play you, and everything is happening so fast that even Madrid defender could not even cope in that very game.
Okay.
For me, I still believe that there's a personal issues. I don't know if it was in your channel when I was saying that Bruno Fernandes is very good. I'm his fan, but the kind of football we are playing, is not his kind of football. He's a counter-attacking player, So and he's up.
Oh, there we go. We lost Fix. I wanted to ask him when Ajax and Real Madrid were playing, was Man United playing at the same time?
Man City in
Oh,
that
he's
FA
back.
Cup. Hello?
Okay. No, you're back. You're back.
God just,
Yeah.
God just entered. So when we played that Man City at the FA Cup final, surprisingly, Bruno was not giving the ball away. He was keeping possession, but do it consistently. Like, can you hold the ball for 2 seconds without dispossessing? It looks like he didn't guide the ball well and all those things. And some players that is not up to his standard also shield the ball very well. So I think the dispossession of Bruno is affecting every other thing. But look at this young man. Look at this young man, Zexi. Look at this young man, the way he takes care of the ball. You allow your players to come up the pitch when you are playing in that position, and you can take care of the ball. You allow your players to come up the pitch, which is where you are going to create a danger moment.
Yeah.
So that's, I know, I understand what he's saying. In my own opinion.
I'm also with R10 here saying maybe, there's some things that are lost in translation. He should do the press conferences in Dutch maybe and have it translated. No, Bielsa is not saying he's a bad person or whatever. It's just Bielsa, I think, gave his press conferences in Spanish and there was a translator, and it wouldn't be the first time it happens. But well, I will go back and look at the Ajax Real Madrid game and see what it is that he was talking about, because I was confused. That's why we're here talking about this today. But big up yourself, Fix. Are you also feeling confident today about
like I said yesterday in Mark and Show, I need United to launch an assault. I need us to launch an assault on Barnsley, whoever is coming out.
Yeah. All right.
They consider 9 goals. They scored 10 goals and consider 9 goals. I expect us to deal with them.
Hey. This is Fix's message to Barnsley.
Them dead.
Let it launch an assault. Big shout out to Doctor. How are you feeling, Doctor? Please tell me you're feeling better today. Oh no. Doctor NHS. Oh no, Doctor. Is the migraine still on? Well, this is doctor's microphone or something, or Wi-Fi.
So we don't have the capacity.
No. Wait, she's back.
Hi.
Hi. Are you feeling better?
Yeah, I am.
Yeah, you sound livelier.
Yeah.
You've been hearing the arguments that we had. You also heard part of the Erik Ten Hag's like four key points in his game model. Where do you want to start?
So the argument almost is just way off the football pitch. Like what you do is the priority is United. You watch the United game. If you can record the Champions League game,
yeah,
record it. Put it to the side. Then you can watch the Champions League game.
Yes.
It's different if United is not playing at all that day. Then you're like, oh, great. Watch the Champions League. But you don't throw away United's game just because you feel like you it's not going to be interesting.
Yes.
I love a good Champions League game. We all do.
Yeah.
But it's United over everything.
Come on, preach. Thank you.
I don't even know.
Oh, I hope you're listening.
Yeah, I don't even know how to explain it. Oh wow, Joe. Oh my god.
Oh my goodness. Yeah, I mean, I totally support what he was saying in the sense that yes, watch other teams, watch other fullbacks of like
Yeah.
other clubs, see how they
Yeah.
behave. Be like, wow, there's not only overlapping, there's underlapping, or there's different ways that coaches, implement that tactics. You broaden your football knowledge that way, but not at the expense of your club. Like
Exactly.
boycotting a Man United game, highly unacceptable. But I'm glad you're here because as Nero said, my blood pressure was. Nancy says my morning just got better. But on the Ten Hag points that he mentioned, did you see a contradiction or did you understand what he was saying? Speed and possession
Yeah, yeah.
dictating the game speed. Like
I
you
I
unpack that.
totally get what he was saying because I think it was Joe that was saying that sometimes you need the speed and it's a you have to know what kind of game to implement what kind of thing, It's like isn't you have to read your opponent. I think that's
Yes.
what he was trying to say. It depends on the opponent, right?
Yeah, yeah,
That's
yeah.
how I I I
Understood it.
understood it. Yeah.
Nero says Erik Ten Hag should have stopped at dynamic, meaning evolve in the game, speed when needed, slow down in possession, aggressive tackles, and controls tackles. This maybe
Yeah.
Nero is right. For me, it's like this, Doctor. Like Man City, like I'm using them as an example because they're a high possession team. Like they don't need to be tackling so much. We saw the table or the league
Yeah.
table of tackles, right? They're at the bottom and we're at the top. Like why that's for me. Like I everybody has that preference, but if it was according to me, I just don't want us to be at the top in terms of tackles because
Yeah.
you have the ball, you control the pace of the game, the rhythm of the game, and you don't need to be like tackling and running around and injuring your players like pretty much because of you're asking them to do a lot.
Yeah. I think he from what I gather,
Yeah.
he may like the aggression. He
Okay.
wants to play kind of like an aggressive type of football, and
Hmm.
that's that's what he's been trying to say. I don't know. This is all like we're inferring stuff because we
Yeah.
really don't know what he wants.
Got
Because
it.
even when
Um,
Ugarte
yeah.
came in, you remember that thing where he was, I brought you here to be aggressive. Can you do that? And he was like, yeah, yeah, I can do that. Like that's the kind of impression I got. So yeah, and just
Who's
Hey,
Poppy's thoughts?
hey, this is Pappy's thoughts. Every time you call him, Doctor, I know
yeah,
we're talking football. This is Pappy's thoughts, by the way. I know we're talking football, but you've been playing with my heart.
Get out of here. Get out.
Huh?
These guys. Wait. Oh gosh. No. These guys are
I feel like we're in primary school again,
right.
guys.
Like, come on, guys. Grow up. Grow up.
Oh my god.
I don't even know where to go now because I'm at a loss for words.
Don't worry. I'll let me just say what I think the lineup should be, but obviously,
Thank you.
so I made a prediction. The lineup for tonight
Okay.
should be. Oh my god, I did this on the app.
Uh-oh.
Let me give me a second because I screenshotted it. In goal should be Bayern Deer,
Mm-hmm.
Harrier, Mars, Maguire, Evans, and Delo, Collier, and Ugarte. I don't know how that is and Anthony, Wheatley, Ahmad, and Xerxes up front.
Wait,
That is what it should.
Ahmad on the left.
Yeah, Anthony, and then Xerxes right up front.
Interesting. Interesting.
Yeah.
Yeah. You know, I want to see Collier and Ugarte could be a combination that we are not ready for. You know, nobody anticipated that. You
Yeah.
maybe onto something
Because
there.
we like, I keep on saying, yeah, we should rest the team. Saturday is going to be. Is it Saturday or Sunday? I think it's that Saturday.
I think it's Saturday.
Yeah,
Yeah.
because I'm busy again. I can't watch the match live, and I'm crushed. But
Oh,
like, yeah,
you gotta
and
you gotta watch you're gonna have to watch the replay.
yeah, I can't watch the nights live, and I can't watch Saturdays live either. So I'm going. I know that the WhatsApp groups are going to be crazy, and
Yeah.
I'm gonna try and switch my phone off. And no,
Mm-hmm.
actually, Lil Yo, I'm not busy
Mm-hmm.
in the
No,
work currently. Currently, I'm not working in the NHS or in the health sector.
wait, you're unemployed now, doctor?
Oh no, I'm not unemployed.
Oh, okay. Okay. Phew.
I'm just not working in the health sector currently.
Okay. Hey,
Yeah,
you know,
trying
as
to
long
figure
as
out my life.
yes, as long as you got work and you know things are happening, that's all that matters, you know. Every
Exactly.
yeah. Yeah, no, that's a strong line. That's a good lineup. I think yeah, as I mentioned, I also want to see Wheatley, you know, see what
Yeah.
he has to offer because
Do you know what? I feel like the academy I have so much hope for the academy because the academy boys. This is where
Mhm.
this is the time they can sneak in and possibly get like a permanent role in the senior team. Even if it's not with the United senior team, they can get eyes on them. You know,
Mhm. Mhm.
that's how I think that's how Rashford snuck in, right?
Yes, yes, 100%. Yeah.
So
Hello.
even hi Joe.
Hello. Hey, Dr. NHS. Hey, guess what? Do you know what I do for a living?
What do you do?
I'm a medical recruiter for the NHS.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Oh.
I do recruitment for NHS. So you need a job? Maybe. I'll be job instead of him. What do you
Hook
No.
up the doctor, please.
No, actually, no, Joe. This is a sidebar. I'm looking to move out of the UK, so
Out of the
Oh.
UK. Okay.
yes,
Okay.
that's all I have to. I'm gonna say on the
Can't even do
topic
that one.
for right now. When everything is settled and stuff like that, you might find me in a different country.
Oh damn.
Yeah, fingers crossed,
I
guys.
mean, Botswana is not a bad country to move to, doctor. You know,
Ironically, do you know what?
what?
Ironically,
Yeah.
I'm gonna say, do you know what?
What?
Should I? I'm thinking of whether to say this or not, but
Say it.
it was on my list of countries to move to. You know, I won't lie,
No.
because I have a friend who's from there, and she was saying she was really like, come on, girl.
No, stop it, Joe. Stop it. Stop it. I keep on pressing pause. Stop. And he presses. No, that's yo, yeah, no, please. Botswana is a great country. I think like, you know, yeah,
Yeah,
your services,
my
you'll enjoy it.
the good thing about my services is I can move to any country I want to, even though getting work and stuff like medical or health people, we have to do the whole licensing thing and it's long and it's irritating. But we're not here to talk about me. We're talking
True,
about football
true.
guys. So
Barnsley. Let's go back to Barnsley. You know these
Barnsley.
guys. Look at how they made us do. Joel, I blame you. Here we land.
Yes.
Oh my goodness. Oh my goodness.
So,
Yeah, anyway, you said your score prediction, if I remember correctly, you said 4-0?
yeah, but I've changed it actually. Today I feel great, and I said 7. I know yesterday I said 6, but I was like, let me put on an
What?
extra one.
Get out of here. What? The doctor's been smoking crack. This unemployed doctor, we need to, Joe, please, please, please get the doctor a job because she's like, increase 7. You know, if we score 7, I'm going to, I am going to have to apologize. But let's hear Mitch. Mitch, what do you think, bro? What's the score
Yo,
like to be? Big up yourself as well.
big up, big up. I just want to give you my predicted lineup
Okay,
and my prediction for the game.
please.
Yeah, so I think goalkeeper is gonna start Onana. That's 100% confirmed. Uh, left back, I'm not sure. I don't know if he's brave enough to start Harry. I think he's gonna go with Harry. Um, left center back, Harry Maguire. Right center back, Johnny Evans. He's probably gonna go Lindelof at right back.
Mm-hmm.
I think it's gonna be wholesale changes. Like there's gonna be a lot of rotation for this game.
And what's your midfield? I was waiting for the midfield. I wanted to hear. I'm curious if you've got Collier and Ugarte like Dr. Head
I would
or
actually go Collier, but I don't think he's gonna start
Lindelof
Collier.
injured.
I would go Collier, but I don't think he's gonna start Collier. I think he's gonna go with Casemiro, Ugarte, and Ericsson.
Casemiro, Ugarte, Ericsson. And then who's the front line?
It's gonna be Anthony, Rashford, and Garnacho.
Anthony, Rashford, and Garnacho?
Yeah, that's what Ten Hag's gonna
Okay.
do.
Yeah, yeah. I mean, in the press conference, he just said, like, he put it bluntly. He said Anthony has to get over Garnacho. He has to get over Ahmad. He has to get over. He even put in Rashford in there, you know. And I was just like, oh, this guy he has his work cut out for him. So we'll see. We'll see. I think it'll be the perfect opportunity for Anthony to, if he scores a brace, then he gives Ten Hag a headache to be like, oh, okay, now this guy has improved. Let's see what he's been working on. You know what I mean? But yeah, it's gonna be interesting to see what the lineup is. Lenny Euro Stephanie is asking. I think Euro should. Has he started individual training yet? I don't know. I think he hasn't started team training. I think, but maybe he started individual training. That's my guess. I could be wrong. But yeah. Anyway, so what's your score?
Hoyland back for this game? Is Hoyland back for this game?
No. I don't think Hoyland is back either. Yeah, it's gonna be maybe in October or something like that. But yeah, you didn't mention your score prediction.
Yeah. If we go strong like our first team, we're gonna smash them like 5 or 6. But I know he's gonna rotate heavy, so I'm gonna go for like a 3-0, 3-1, or something like that.
Yes, thank you. That's a more reasonable, realistic scoreline. Please stop drinking the doctor's medicine and say 6. Mitch,
Yeah.
big up yourself. Yo, guys, if you're just tuning in, don't forget to hit the like button. Bath time, shout out to you. Says Jay-Z got 100 problems now. No, he is intending to invest in Everton Football Club. That's part of like what we talked about earlier on in the show. It's going to be very interesting to see what the future of Everton Football Club is going to be. Let's quickly hear Ronald's thoughts as well as we're wrapping up the show. Big shout out to Ronald.
Why are you always wrapping up when I join in?
Because you join in late. Like, I've been here for an hour.
To tell
30 minutes.
people.
No,
To tell people that you're going to be here.
No, I had to start the show earlier because I have some work to do today. On Tuesdays and Thursdays, the show is gonna be starting earlier than Monday, Wednesday, Friday. But anyway, let's cook. Can you missed this, Ronald? Omo Solo, Professor Omo said he is not watching Manchester United. He'd rather watch Juventus versus PSV or Real Madrid versus Stuttgart or Liverpool versus Milan. Like, do you think that's shameful or not?
That's, do I think it's what?
What do you think about that? He says he's not matching Man United versus Barnsley. He'd rather watch
It's
Liverpool
okay.
Milan.
I mean, it's his choice of what he wants to do in life. If it's my choice to call him a casual fan, right? So,
Okay, casual fan, yes.
I mean, again, at the end of the day, he's not resonating with the club a lot right now. He doesn't like the ideas of the manager, right? He doesn't like the fact that the players are not playing his style of football. So he doesn't like to see the football. He rather watch teams that, are playing his style of football. I don't know. I
What
don't
does
know what
that
to
say
call that
about
football.
him and his support for Manchester United, though?
I mean, he's just there when, he's just like a glazer. He's just going to be there for the big matches if it ever happens.
Professor Omo Glazer. Okay.
It's a very American thing to do.
Oh.
Was he waking up for preseason? No, he was
Nigeria.
not. Is he waking up for preseason? No, he is not. He was
No.
not there for preseason either, so it doesn't matter.
Okay.
He would
All right.
would be there if we reach a final.
I think you summed it up well there. He's Omo Glazer. That's what Star just said, So all right. Yeah, let's leave him alone. Yeah, let's what's his the other talking point was, oh man, Ronald, I'm catching you up on a lot now. So Erik Ten Hag's second part, the embargoed part of the press conference, he talked about, he was asked to describe his game model, and he mentioned these 4 things: dynamic, he mentioned speed, he mentioned possession, and I think transition was the 4th one. So there was a little bit of, for me, the way I understood it, there was a little contradiction that I was like, can you help me unpack this and clear it up for me?
Well, again, at the end of the day, a lot of managers
mix?
have come in to United and not played their style of play.
Mm.
Jose Mourinho tried to incorporate the United DNA in his style of play, didn't he?
Yeah.
So that thing of United DNA, that just goes a long way, because the club tells you that we need this a certain way, and you have to achieve that in a certain way. So whatever his style of football was, obviously not your style of football would not work in every league, unless you're like Pep Guardiola, ahead of 2 steps ahead of everyone, right?
Yeah.
Now
Yeah.
everyone's literally copying him. Why was no one copying Klopp? Klopp's style of play was working as well, no?
Bath Time says Louis van Gaal got his style of play, got us playing it fairly quickly.
Yeah, and fairly quickly he was shown the door as well. He didn't even see the full season.
Okay, all right. So yeah. Anyway, I was just curious what you had to say about that.
Coming
And
back to
yeah,
football and Barnsley today, because those are the competitions we are in.
Yeah.
Long behold, someone was praying last season that we should be in Conference League. I bet he would have transferred himself on loan to Chelsea this season, i.e. the Glazer, right? But nonetheless, I'm just going to say this. For today's team, I do feel he's going to... I hope to see Bayern there. I don't know why people are hating me for that. I want to see Bayern there in goal. I've seen enough of Onana. I want to see a different player. Yes, Onana is building up on his, confidence and everything, but why have a player on the bench when you're not even using it? You should give him an opportunity. What happens if, saving some goal, Onana trips his leg and injures himself? You have to rely upon Bayern there then.
The chance of that happening is very slim, but I hear you.
I'm just saying, anything could happen. Any training issue or anything in the world could happen, bro, at the end of the day. So I just want to see what Bayern there could offer us, right? Just for one game. I don't know, it's a criminal act of asking Bayern there to play. So for me, my lineup would be Bayern there. On the right back, it would be Delo. Right center back would be De Ligt. Left center back would be Harry Maguire. And then left back would be Harry Amas. In front of them, it would be... because I want to give him minutes. So it would be Ugarte and Collier in the midfield, with Eriksen in the 10.
Oh, that's Doctor's lineup right there. Oh, midfield. Okay. And then who's up front? Who's up front for you?
On the right side, it would be Anthony. On the left side, it would be Garnacho. And striker, it would be a toss-up between Xerxes or Rashford.
Word. Yeah. Rashford, we need to keep the confidence growing. So it makes sense to have him in there. Yeah, I'd expect that team to score a bunch of goals. And what's your score prediction?
My score prediction for this game would be interesting. Because I don't know nothing about Barnsley and how they play or what they do.
They're like
So
7th in League One. I don't know
that doesn't
nothing
it
about.
doesn't make a difference.
The
We
last time
struggle
we played
against
them was
smaller teams.
09 or something like that. And
Yeah, so obviously we
who
played them in
scored?
a good era.
Do you know who scored? Danny Welbeck and Michael Owen.
Oh.
That's 2-0. We won 2-0 versus Barnsley.
Okay, so even then when we were good, we won 2-0. Okay.
Mhm.
But yeah, I think today will be more like it would not be an easy game because we don't like easy games. That's what I know. So just take it on the chin and take it as a 3-1.
3-1. Respectable scoreline. Big shout out to you, Ronald. Thank you for mentioning that the professor is a Glazer. So big up yourself, man, like Ronald, and also for helping us understand some of Ten Hag's press conference, because it was kind of a little confusing for me. Maybe not for everybody else, but for me it was. Guys, I hope it's not confusing to hit the like button. I hope it's not confusing to subscribe. Shout out to Kenny, Overhead Kick TV. That's his YouTube channel. Let's ask the doctor if she decided, because she's had even more time to decide her YouTube channel name.
So I've landed on Scrub United.
Scrub
United. So you know doctors wear
like Dr. Scrub.
So, yeah.
Not bad. Okay.
So I will send the link in the group chat.
Please. Once it's all like set up and everything, well, Scrub. You know what's funny? Because it's a little bit of a play on words, because I've heard people say United are scrubs,
Yeah.
But it's also like
I had an epiphany last night. I was like, Scrub United. Yeah, that's crazy. That's crazy.
Interesting. Yeah, okay. All right. Well, congratulations on deciding. Thank you for lifting the mood up, because my Lord, these guys had pretty much, they were depressing me. Kenny, Joe, and Omo.
Do you know I almost put Depression United?
Get out of here. Depression United. Nah. We need to send videos. Nah. Anyway, guys, shout out to everybody that has tuned in and contributed to this conversation in the chat and in the panel. If you have never called in, I invite you to call in to the next show. Tomorrow we'll be here around the same time. So please hit the notifications bell as well. My score prediction, I'm not gonna be a scrub. I'm not gonna give a crackhead prediction. I'm gonna say I think 4-0, but also knowing that a good United team beat Barnsley 2-0. I was going in between. Okay, 3-0. Final score prediction, 3-0. And I really, really hope we get through this with 0 injuries. That's really my sole prayer for Man United today. Anyway, guys, Kenny Fan TV, I hope, and Halftime with Vegeta will be more or less like spearheading the watch along. I might be able to join because I have a huge work day ahead of me. So please look out for them, support them as well. And Backhand Entertainment, that's Joe's channel as well. So anyway, thank you so much for being here. Have yourself a lovely, lovely, lovely Tuesday. Barnsley.
Them dead.